Voting is perhaps the most single thing that an individual can do to really have their voice heard. And it is essential for us to uphold that basic structure of our democratic society. It's especially important for groups that have historically been marginalized to exercise this freedom and to make sure that their voices are represented. We need to be part of the decision-making process for our country. So in our health system, we know that especially for people in certain areas like acute care, it can be hard to find time to take time off work and to make sure that they get to the polls. So we are very committed to working with our employees to make sure that they have time to go vote. In addition, we are also encouraging our staff to vote through absentee ballot and make sure that they drop their ballots off at a polling place where their vote will be counted. We are doing specific messaging to, again, encourage people to exercise their individual right, because we know that our country is better when our citizens are engaged in the political process and when whatever we can do to try to encourage that participation, I believe will make a difference. At a personal level, I have been very interested in politics since I was just a young child. My father was an elected official, and he always encouraged us to be an active participant in the democratic process. So I have exercised my right to vote in every election since I turned 18. And I am very committed to getting everyone out to vote. Again, I believe that the basic structure of a democratic society is having our voices heard. One way to make that happen is to make sure you get to the polls and vote. Our health system is in rural Wisconsin. We have some larger communities of over 50,000 people, but most of our sites are in communities of less than 2,000 people. We, however, do have the ability in Wisconsin to vote by absentee ballot, and we are encouraging through communication with all of our staff to request that they do get an absentee ballot, which will be mailed to them in mid-September. However, because we've heard about some of the challenges with the mail system, we are encouraging our staff to bring their ballot either to a polling place or to the city hall to make sure that their ballots are counted. And if that isn't an option that works for them and they need to register as a voter in person, then we will do everything we can to give that person the time off to make sure that they can go to the poll to vote.